Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Length Cup Challenge. This evening we're excited to be bringing you the first race of a brand new season, the FLCC 500 from iRacing's virtual Daytona International Speedway. It's Bobby Anderson that starts on the pole tonight. He'll start alongside Jason S. Taylor, who continues the growth of Black Flag Motorsports this season. Alex Coffey will start in the third spot tonight. Matthew David Wood will start next to him. Two drivers to keep an eye on, to say the very least. Casey Graves, one of the other rookies in the field tonight, will start alongside the very formidable Johnny Avila. Then you switch over to row number 4. That's where Jeremy B. Brown will set up tonight. Sean Conklin will start in the 8th spot for the Ryko camp. And Tour will start off in the 9th spot this evening in a Conti-powered engine with Lucas Hoitzma in the 10th spot, Marty.
The 6th row has Nicholas Roman in the 95, Michael Tucker, a pair of Chevrolets. Behind them on row number 7, Ralph Hutcherson in the 19, and Ryan Von Henschel in the 34. Dylan Basin in the 84, next to Rich Kleiman in the 7. That is row number 8. And then Matt DiCiani, one of the favorites for this race, possibly. Should expect him near the front of the 4, next to Alex Murray in the 22. Rounding out the top 20, Cameron Stone in the 57, and Kevin Zosiak in the 37.
As we scroll through the rest of these drivers here, a lot of competitors will have to make up ground of note. Timothy Harper, who competed in the PGR 500. Noah Hodgson was competitive. You also have Super Speedway ace Cody B. Johnson that made the field. Also, a couple of the alternates will start on the tail. In particular, Sean Anderson was the final alternate to make the field and will start dead last for this event at Daytona. Nicholas Vroman will have to come down pit road to start. We're happy with this here on Marconi Entertainment for the start of a new season. Let's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing from Daytona. They work down the back straightaway for the first time, and as you see, both lines pretty even to start this year's run of the FLCC 500. But look at this. Some of the teammates working together. That is the slow camp working on the outside to be able to get Wood to the point. New race leader, Matthew David Wood, and he is up front. Looking high above Daytona as the FLCC 500 continues. We're working our way early through the action already, coming up to the end of lap 28 this time through. Justin Prince, Marty Sakawa, Howie Burrows, our producer, as we have a caution coming up here. Crash. Pit stop started, and yes, indeed, Avila and company got turned at the head of the pack. And what a way to come back. How about a parking lot, a yard sale, if you will.
This started off with a bump draft in turn 1, which you can't do at Daytona, and then a couple of hooks and ladders, and bang! A junkyard in turn 2.
This is the type of track he can push. That wasn't on center, though. And this was one of the talking points during the Haterade 150s. The change of the bumpers and manufacturer. In this case, it was Toyota on Toyota violence.
Yeah, just a rough deal, like you mentioned too, Justin. Oh, that's a very hard hit. Bunch of drivers done in this one here.
There's a charge back. 16. Oh no! Zosiak contact, and there goes the Greg Biffle font. Into the wall, Zosiak off of Wood, and several scattered to the grass were under caution.
And again, this was a part of that 3-wide deal. You watch the replay off of turn 4. This is just a situation where Wood was just trying to side draft off of Zosiak, and it just leads to contact. Big trouble! No! There goes the 36! No caution!
Try to save it. Field is good. Field is not good. Caution is out. Paul Gallimore wins stage 1.
Yeah, you had
As
Corey
those
Moore
drive-
up in the wall, and you had Ralph Hutchison also around in turn 4. That's why the yellow flew to end it.
We did say they had to be on the racing surface, and well, they were at the end. Here's a look at the stage 1 results. Gallimore, Kobacheski, Tucker, Hoytsma, Hutchinson, Conklin, Basin, Delaney. Tanner Marty snuck in there with Tower Hunter in the top 10. Yeah, bands and music back at Nashville. Hold on a second. Drivers are smashing the guitars.
Yeah, that is someone trying to crash the party at least, and some notes played bad. That's Von Henshaw in the 34. Stopped in turn 1. I saw Kleiman get a piece of this too. Fourth caution out here tonight at Daytona.
Just when you think it's going to start calming down for a second, you have a wild 36 car try and move to the bottom. He makes contact with the 34 Von Henschel.
This all
Von
starts
Henschel says, no, not clear, says the EVI car.
Yeah, watch the 36 here. Once again, just tried to cut down and couldn't get there, or he was not clear, basically. Oh my!
Nicholas
That's
Isaacs!
58
He goes
involved,
around.
23. Big wreck in 1.
Chaos in turn 1, slam into the front nose from Hutchinson on the 2. And we have cars everywhere. And Conklin, one of your contenders that looked strong all night, mandatory damage. He joins the drivers that now have picked up a ton of damage tonight.
That may be perhaps the dominant car of the FLCC 500 so far, Justin, and he may be toast. This can sometimes be the effect you have when you're not in the front off. You just find that hole, but was just hooked up there with the 58 at the same time.
Right now, everybody...
Oh, trouble!
Oh, trouble!
Big wreck! This is the big one. This is the big one.
The big one, indeed. This is at least 10, 15 cars just when you think deep breath, calm moment. Yet again, big moment.
It's a ticking time bomb that's always waiting to go off, and here we have it going into what has basically been Calamity Corner all night, and this is the risk you take when you go 3 wide. 4 wide, actually, just about. Look at that. That ruined everything.
Next time, outside, nothing is working right now. Isaacs just cannot get the speed. Near contact.
Oh,
there is contact. There goes the 2.
And Isaacs, bad neck code, and Isaacs got this one. Sean O'Brien takes a heavy rear end, and that could be, Justin, maybe it will be close to the end of stage 2, if not a 1-lap shootout. And this looked like the same thing we saw that caused the last wreck. Isaacs just trying to slot in line and took a bump from behind.
Yeah, and another one joins the DQ list. It's wild because 17 is an official number from that we see in NIS. Apparently it's still not enough for some drivers. With the way tonight's gone, there's a look, there's the DQ. Doesn't matter. Still got phased through for O'Brien, who got mollywopped. But you have to think somebody's going to steal this for the 95.
Absolutely. If I'm Vroman, though, just keep worrying about the bottom. If the 48 makes a move now, don't worry about it. If it's later on, then go for the block here, possibly. But I don't think Hunter or Delaney are going to make a move now. The 6, oh, they got Vroman.
Look at that cut for the 95. He blocks both lanes. Delaney working with Anderson. 2 teammates trying to get something going. Coming out to the 3-wide checker. Vroman trying to block the top. Tower Hunter on the bottom. Side by side. And in the end, it is going to be Hunter by 12 1,000ths.
Yeah, so great finish there. Hunter with the door open on Vroman. And takes the 10 points. Gallimore will check who got the final point at the end there. There you see it, Tanner Marty.
Yeah, so it's Hunter, Vroman, Hill in the top 3, Delaney, Anderson, Hill, Hoytsma, Graves got back on the top 10. Gallimore and Marty again gets a point. And this is the play that allows them to try and pit with a smaller group, see if they can get up to speed, jump ahead of the others. 48
pit stops
coming in.
48, I did not expect him to lead things off here. A lap 131, here we go. And Hoytsma bringing everybody in. Who's going to come in hot?
Oh, no issues. Everybody slides
All looking
through.
good.
Delaney just missed his pit stall. The reigning king of the super speedway just had issues. Everybody else scatters to get in. Also a missed stall for Gitter as everyone tries to take their service. 12 seconds, Kolmacheski.
Oh, look at this though, Martin out of the groove.
Rewind. Huge checkup outside. Hunter
Trouble.
loses his
48.
friends. Trouble. There they go.
Involved. A third car, the 97 of Hoytsma. Stone DQ'd. Nope, correction, it was Hodgson.
So we are under caution as the 48 and the 5 make contact in the tri-oval. Lucas Hoytsma also got collected, the defending series champion.
That's a hard crash as well for the 48. One of the faster cars in this one. Marty now leading the top, and with the push from Gallimore and the 54 of Alex Coffey. Oh no, there they go.
Caution flag is out. Into the wall goes Coffey. Delaney gets collected. Hunter again. Slam for O'Brien Jr. And this brings us under caution with less than 15 to go at the stripe. And some of the fast cars like Gallimore and Hunter, who are up front, are no longer going to have a shot.
Keeping an eye here. I don't know if there's going to be a free pass because Gitter was the first car a lap down. And he made contact with the 54 of Alex Coffey. Look how quick this went to go 3 wide here.
Yeah, this just got ugly quick with Timothy Harper. Just got stacked up in that. He was trying to move up after being involved earlier on in incidents. And a lot of the drivers that were in the just trying to stand on trouble group just found it. Here's 29.
Now the drafting was starting to get a little bit risky here. Bad bump into turn number 1 that Tanner takes. A bunch of drivers, nowhere to go. That's risky, and Roman able to help him out. It worked for Basin. Oh, look out, there they go.
Caution flag is out, Hill's around, and
Bunch
more
of DQs.
DQs.
Stone, Harper, and Tucker all out of this race. This should give us here, Justin, a 4-lap shootout to the end.
Let's take a look. Started with a bad bump there and off center. Yeah, Hall got overlapped with the back bumper of Hill. Huge tough break for the 36, who was a contender throughout much of this race. Gets collected as he was the one just to the outside of the 26.
Yeah, give credit a lot. Man, a 36 with a huge. Now he was DQ, that's right.
4 laps to go for the FLCC 500. Green flag is out. Vrooman has worked well with Basin tonight. Will he stick with them to help out Basin for a win or go for it on his own? Real estate's available up top side. And look at that cutoff. The 95 slams the door on Hoytsman's face. Vrooman doesn't get the help from it now.
It's risky for the 95 at this point. Hoytsma wanted to win this one very badly, and Basin cuts off Roman. Hoytsman's going to get a run here down the super stretch. Low lines coming with Jason Taylor. Remember I mentioned earlier when Taylor dropped off before the end of stage 1 to play it patient? Right place, right time, coming to 3 to go.
Lucas Hoytsma has ran well tonight, 16 laps led for the defending series champion. During that season, 3 wins, 15 top 5s, 25 top 10s. He's up at the front. Now with less than 3 to go, Basin has Vrooman willing to help him. Vrooman just said on the radio he's overheating. He'll have to back off. He is not backing off yet.
You are not backing off with 3 laps to go. You're taking the risk that you can. It's an FLCC 500 on the line. You'll do what it takes even if the engine is cooking to the max. That's everybody right now at the moment down the super stretch. The car in front of you, unless you're in the front row, you're bump drafting them if you can. Ooh, that's tight for Taylor though.
Oh, it's tight for Hoytsma too. He blocks off Mason. Look who's in second. Ralph Hutchinson has found his way up to the front, coming to 2 laps to go. Now he gets blocked off. Teammates on the inside. Drivers who've worked well all night on the outside as they battle going into 1.
Have we talked about Hutchinson yet in this race? If not, very little.
No.
Unbelievable comeback he has made. Like I mentioned with Taylor in that 60. Right place, right time. As well as Sean O'Brien Jr. They want to win at the FLCC 500. 1.5 laps remaining, Justin.
Right now, the black flag machines are lined up on the inside. They try push ahead. Hoytsma blocks off the outside. Now, coming up to the white flag, this time by the FLCC 500, coming down to the final 2.5 miles. The defending champion on the outside. Now it's Hutchinson on the inside. White flag already out.
Low line does not have the momentum compared to the high side. They're lined up so much better. Hutchinson's going to get a drive in the corner, and on the high side loses some steam from a crash.
Outside, 3 wide try to form up. It didn't work out. It's still 2 by 2 on the front. Cut to the outside for Graves. No one wants to move. Basin starting to overheat. Right now, the bumper getting crushed from the pushes from Taylor. Here comes Taylor to the outside. He looks to try and get his first win in the FLCC. Hutchinson inside. Taylor all the way to the wall. Here comes O'Brien. O'Brien, he tries to get the pole. Hutchinson gets turned. It's Jason S. Taylor who gets his win. It's the second win in the lineage of the FLCC for Taylor. His first in the FLCC proper. And the FLCC 500 goes to the 60.
Extremely hyped up. They were 3 wide. They were 4 wide. Hutchinson, though, tries to block the one of Hall. And that's all she wrote. Jason Taylor coming through with the biggest win of his iRacing career in the untied number 60.
Unbelievable. His last time he won in a lineage of these full distance series, 2022. One of those who kept Black Flag Motorsports alive for so many years, about a decade. I almost thought O'Brien Jr. was going to take that to try and break the longest drought in the history of the series, but it all came down to a wild lap and that third line just demolished itself.
I was watching the one of Dustin Hall on the yellow line, as you were mentioning earlier. Now, this is what caused the high side to lose its steam. There was the DQ from the 07 of Jeremy Brown. And we had some other DQs as well. Ralph Hutchinson not making it to the start-finish line. The same for Alex Coffey. Unofficially, I have on my end 8th and 10th.
Yeah, a lot of contact at the very end. With Hutchinson sliding to the grass, you had to feel for him just inches for the line. But this is the lead group. 60 moves up, but watch what happens. Remember that blend line you were talking about that going to the line? 4 wide.
There's the block.
DQ just after the line too.
Yes.
Hill, Marty. Let's look at them in this group. DQs galore. Everybody disappears. Bye-bye, 26. What a finish here, Marty.
Absolutely. What a race that was, and we'll stand by to talk to the top 3 here in just a moment, but we've got official results.
Unofficial, keep in mind, with some of the drivers with the DQs at the end. Taylor, Hoytsma, 54 1,000 at the end. Jason S. Taylor, gets his first win in FLCC proper. Second, Hoytsma. Third, O'Brien Jr. A team celebration all on the podium. Vroman and Basin get top fives. Graves finishes in 6th. 7th went to Thomas Kowaczewski, Dustin Hall in 8th, Patrick Gitter in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 in this one of the newcomers in Kluwan in 10th.
You got unofficially again, Bobby Anderson 11th, Neil Pearson in 12th, Jonathan Delaney 13th, Rich Kleiman in 14th. They were all on the lead lap. Now Ralph Hutchison did cross the line, but apparently was DQ'd before iRacing counted that 200th lap. He's 15th, Jeremy Brown 16th, Paul Hill 17th, Alex Coffey 18th, Stephen Williams 19th, and Tanner Marty rounds out the top 20.
Then you flip to the back half of the field. A lot of these cars DNF'd. Von Henschel finishes 2 laps down, Tucker 8 down with Harper and Stone. Then Gallimore 16 laps down with Hunter. Hunter reported he had too much damage. That's why he parked it. Hodgson was a DQ. Hastings, Murray, Isaacs, your top 30.
And the rest of the field, Sean Anderson, Derek Heitman, Kevin Zolciak, Matthew Wood, Matt DiCiani, Sean Conklin, Corey Moore, Cody Johnson, Johnny Avila, Devin Madero's. A lot of fast cars that could have been favorites to win this one, all in that final quartile.